Welcome, dudes and dudettes, to the finale of Let's Play Donkey Kong Country, and we have another reskin to fight. Now, this one's different from the first time because he shoots an extra nut after each hit. Right there, he shot 3 nuts. This is the 3rd hit, then 4 hits, so shoot 4. Eventually, you want to kind of... fuck. See, they're kind of difficult to avoid when he's down below, but it's easier to hit when he's down below. So now he's gonna do 5. This guy can actually give me some trouble. Because, man, when he picks up in numbers of how many nuts he shoots, like once he gets to 5, he can be hard to avoid. I'm gonna have Donkey out in front because Diddy's better at avoiding shit. The first hit isn't that hard. What I suggest is, don't be, like, bouncing up and down before he starts shooting. Only bounce when he's actually, you know, to avoid. I'm gonna kind of be a little bit quiet for this. This is a hard boss for me. Like, I'm gonna get hit. I can already tell you. Like, I always know when I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit again. I already lost. Oh, maybe not. That's because Diddy's faster. See, you want Diddy in a pinch here. This might be... Okay. Oh, okay. I was kind of banking on not using the tire for that one. For the last hit. That can be tricky for me. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that, but I have a tough time with that one just because once he gets down to 5 nuts, he can be hard to avoid because they get faster and faster as he shoots them. Okay, so here we are. Now that that's out of the way, I'm glad that didn't give me too much trouble. We can move on to the final boss, Gangplank Galleon. That's one of my favorite tracks in the game in it. And here we go, King K. Rool. Now, that boss we just fought is kind of... like, the method that Rare used in the last boss of having, like, an extra phase added for each hit, it gets brought back with this boss, because you'll notice after each hit, he'll run across the arena in extra time. And that's kind of how this whole boss fight works, because there will be multiple phases to this. That's the first phase we just finished up. This phase will have cannonballs bouncing down across the stage. And for each hit, the cannonballs will go back and forth in extra time. So they'll go this way. I always have to jump through them just to ensure I don't get hit, because they do hurt you when they bounce up. And I always have to jump through them. That was kind of risky running through them right there. Also, I should have Donkey Kong out in front, because I'm almost guaranteed to get hit here. Let me switch. This is a good time to switch when he's jumping across the place. So here, it's going to do it 3 times. Hope you don't hear that noise from outside, by the way. There's someone, like, chopping wood outside. So if you hear that, I apologize. It shouldn't pick up too much on the mic. I just love the song that plays here. It's so... Okay, oh crap, I've lost the count. See, you don't want to lose count either. You just gotta be able to count to 3. And that is it, I guess. Oh, Rare, you totally didn't catch me off guard my first time playing the game, where I put down the controller and was completely just made a fool of whenever what happens next happened. Okay, so you have to really be prepared for this. I always get hit by this, so kind of move out a little bit. Because he will be bound. Okay, good. I always get hit by him jumping across like that. Not because I'm not expecting it. I am expecting it, but just... Well, I guess that is kind of it. I mean, I know it's coming, but at the same time, I'm not, like, prepared for it. Because I just don't know when it's going to start jumping. This is a good thing to have Diddy for, but I might just do this without taking a hit. So that's nice. Yeah, it's guaranteed now. Even if I get hit by that stupid crown at the end, I still would have Diddy Kong to jump on his head, so... Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. And this is going to be a short finale, I guess. 6 minutes. I mean, we have the credits and everything, which does... The credits in this game takes a really long time. I'm sure we all know that. Though I do enjoy the credits, because the first part of it is just... It's fun how they do it here. First we'll have Cranky chastise us and talk about how crappy we did the game, which is really true. I mean, you said I would have found everything. It's kind of your indication that you have bonuses and shit to find. I think he does. He might say something different if you do get all the bonuses. He might not say I might have found everything. That might be the only like prize you get for 100% is Cranky not chastising you. But I could be wrong. I think he still probably chastises you. I'm just being hopeful, I guess. So the cast of characters is a famous thing with this game. It is good to. It is kind of nice to know the names of all the enemies and all the characters. This is just like it starts off mostly with all the enemies, and then it brings us into the characters, which there's definitely more enemies than like main characters. So while this is going on, I can kind of talk about the whole project and what's coming up. So this LP was just kind of a thing. It was just a thing. I will openly admit that I only did this game just because I really want to do 2, 3, and returns. Because I would have done those no matter what. And I figured since I'm doing 2, 3, and returns, I might as well do 1 because people might ask about it. And this is done for the future people who see that I've done 2, 3, and returns and wonder why I haven't done number 1. And that's really it. That's really the only reason why I'm doing the first game. It's just because, you know, I might as well just do the whole series all in one go, and that's what I'm doing. And again, I am sorry they didn't 100% it. There's no prize for doing so. It's just a pain in the ass, and it's not even worth it. Like, if there are extra levels or a special ending, then I would have done it, but since there's nothing that comes out of it, there's just no payoff, then I just didn't see the point in doing 100%. And it's just not something that I'm very good at doing in this game. It's just like I can't remember where they all are, and I feel kind of bad about that, but it's not really that entertaining to watch anyway. Like, the bonus areas, like, basically all it is just you find a bonus area and then you fail it on purpose if you want, and then it counts. It's just like, it's not that big of a deal, I think. So I'm really not that upset that I didn't 100%. It's just kind of one of those whatever runs. Again, I just did it just to do it. I can admit that to that. I did it just to do this game. And I will promise you that I will 100% 2, 3, and I will be 100% the rest of them. I mean, 2 should be no problem because I've played 2 like so many times. Like, I can almost say that might even be my favorite game of all time, DKC 2. And I know that game like the back of my hand, so that is something I'm really gonna push hard to make into a really good, like, walkthrough-ish type of LP. I mean, we'll still have fun in it, but I'm gonna try to show as much as I can in that. Because I just love playing that game thoroughly, and I cannot wait to start on that one. That is coming up next. It's probably gonna be in about a week or so. And then 3, and then returns will follow. Of course, I'll do it all in order. 3 is gonna be kind of a hard one to 100% because I've actually never done it before, and there's a lot that goes into it. It's easy to keep track of, but there's a lot that goes into 100%ing 3. So that could be a little bit sloppier, but there's at least a reward for it, so there's more of an incentive to do it, and it's not as big of a pain in the ass to 100% of this game as this game. I think I'm talking too fast again. Like, 3 is not as big of a pain in the ass just because, I don't know, it's just easy to find everything. There's just a lot more stuff to find and it's a little more time consuming. Now, returns, it makes you work for it, but it's really not about finding bonuses though in returns. In returns, like, when I go for 100%, I'm just doing the game to find 100%. I'm not going to get all the puzzle pieces. This is probably going to be a discussion I have at the end of every credit sequence, by the way, or at the end of every LP, is I'll talk about what I'm going to do in the later runs. So that's really all I have to say. There's really not much I had to say about this game in general. I mean, it was one of the first games I've ever played, and that's it. That's it. That was kind of a bad credit speech on my part. I could have said more, but I guess I can show you. Let's just see where my percentage is. My percentage is, I guess. Jeez. Okay. So, where are we at? 65. That was horrible. I think I remember myself saying earlier that my goal was 80. I didn't get anywhere close to that. That was awful. So, congratulations, you just watched the worst Donkey Kong Country LP ever. I'm proud of that. I guess I can hold some kind of title with this thing, make it unique in some way, being the worst LP of the game ever. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure it was okay, but again, it was just a thing. I played like shit in it. I promise you I'll play a lot better in 2 and 3, especially in 2, and Returns should be a lot of fun as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2 coming up in about a week. Peace out, everyone.